Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a reading from the new Sri Krishna Caitanya Book by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on December 3rd, 2018 in Chennai, India.
Sri Caitanya is first continue the compilation of the Krishna Caitanya Book.
First, we are compiling the Krishna Chaitanya Book.
And now, I found it. I found the Gaya. And he said, right, it's got very much.
Now, Nimai Pandit has gone to Gaya and he is initiated by Ishwar Puripad.
And then Bihar, he started to manifest pure love of Krishna.
And there in Bihar, he started to manifest the pure love of Krishna.
And he saw Krishna in Kanhai's Natshala.
And he saw Krishna in Kanhai Natshala,
which is part of the new state,
which is part of the new state,
Jharkhand.
Jharkhand.
Then he went back to Navadvip.
Then he went back to Nabadvip.
And now he is gradually informing people about this new realization.
And now he is gradually telling the new people about his realizations of Krishna.
So he's now instructing his mother.
So now he is instructing his mother.
And at the stage where the embryo in the womb of the mother.
In the stage where embryo is in the womb of the mother.
And the 7th month, as we gain the full consciousness.
And in the seventh month, as we gain full consciousness,
he can remember the sinful life he led in the previous birth.
He can remember the sinful life he led in the previous birth.
So he's praying to the Lord.
So he is praying to the Lord.
You have certainly given me a befitting punishment.
That you have certainly given me a befitting punishment.
But even though I deserve it, now I beg for your mercy.
But now I beg for your mercy.
এই কৃপা করো যেন তোমা না পাশরি যেখানে সেখানে কেন না জন্মি না মরি
Please have this mercy on me.
Please have this mercy on me.
Please don't forget me.
Please don't forget me.
Don't keep me away from you.
Please don't keep me away from you.
Wherever I take birth,
or die,
not forget you.
That I may not forget you. The King Kulashekara has written in his Mukund Mala Stotra 5 as follows. O my Lord, I have no attachment for religiosity or for accumulating wealth or for enjoying sense gratification. Let these come as they inevitably must in accordance with my past deeds. But I do pray for this cherished boon, birth after birth, let me render unflinching devotional service unto your lotus feet. In the Srimad Bhagavatam,
10th Canto, 14th chapter, 30th verse.
10th Canto, 40th chapter, 13th verse.
1430.
10.14.30.
Brahma prays to Lord Krishna as follows.
Brahma prays to Lord Krishna as follows. My dear Lord, I therefore pray to be so fortunate that in this life as Lord Brahma or in any other life, wherever I take my birth, I may be counted as one of your devotees. I pray that wherever I may be, even among the animal species, I can engage in devotional service to your lotus feet.
So the devotees, the acharyas,
So the pure devotees, the acharyas,
they pray that they can achieve the devotional service for Lord Krishna.
they pray that they achieve the devotional service of Lord Krishna
And never lose it.
and never lose it,
Even no matter what their birth is.
even no matter what their birth is.
So we also see that many acharyas,
So we should also see that many acharyas,
they also pray that if they're not qualified to go back to Godhead,
they are also praying that if they are not qualified to go back to Godhead,
they can be born in the family of devotees,
they can be born in the family of devotees,
where they can render devotional service from their childhood.
where they can enter devotional service from their childhood.
যেখানে তোমার নাই যশেরও প্রচার, যথা নাই বৈষ্ণব জনেরও অবতার, যেখানে তোমার যাত্রা মহোৎসব নাই, ইন্দ্রলোক হইল তাহা নাই চাই।
He's praying to Lord Krishna.
So he is praying to Lord Krishna,
Whichever place you are,
that whichever place you are,
your glories are not preached,
your glories are not preached,
they're not advent of Vaishnavas.
where there is not the advent of the Vaishnavas,
Where your festivals and mahotsavas
where your festivals and mahotsavas
are not observed,
are not observed,
even if it's Indralok.
even if it is Indralok,
I don't want to go there.
I don't want to go there.
So Indra is the king of the heavens, celestial abodes.
So Indra is the king of the heavenly planet or the celestial abode.
In the Vedas, they're called devatas or demigods.
In Vedas, they are called devatas or demigods.
In Christian books, they're termed as angels
In Christian books, they are termed as angels
because they do some confidential services for the Lord.
because they do some confidential services to the Lord.
So there's two kinds.
So there's two kinds.
Those in the material world
Those who are in the material world
and those who are with the Lord in the spiritual side.
and those who are with the Lord in the spiritual sky.
So prayer given here is that any place devoid of the glorification of Lord Krishna.
So the prayer here is any place where there are devotees of Lord Krishna,
Devoid of glorification of Lord Krishna.
where it is devoid of the prayers of Lord,
All
glorification of Lord Krishna,
his transcendental qualities,
his transcendental qualities,
with improper behavior in the form of glorification of the conditioned souls.
with improper behavior as the glorification of the conditioned souls,
Where pure devotees do not take birth.
where pure devotees do not take birth,
Pure devotees don't go there and glorify the names, forms, qualities and pastimes of Lord Krishna.
where the pure devotees don't go there and don't glorify the names, pastimes, qualities of Krishna, forms of Krishna.
Those places where the progress of the Supreme Lord Krishna is not manifest.
So those places where the providence of Krishna is not manifest,
any place where there are no festivals celebrated for Krishna,
and the place where there are no festivals celebrated for Krishna,
even though there's such a place, and the sense gratification, even the bad of Amara Bhakti, the mode of Indra, I do not desire it.
even if that place is a place awaits the sense gratification equal to the Amaravati, the abode of Indra, I do not desire it.
So this was the prayer of Mukunda Amarkut, Shekhama, Maharaj, and other great devotees.
So this was the prayer of King Kulashekara and other devotees.
So that materialists, they have intense desire for sense gratification.
So the materialist, they have intense desire for sense gratification.
And they have no possibility for remembering Vaikuntha or Lord Vishnu.
And they have no possibility of remembering Vaikuntha or Lord Vishnu.
That's why they disregard Vishnu's devotional service.
That is why they disregard Vishnu's devotional service,
Devoid of other desires.
which is devoid of all other desires,
And it is a shelter of selfless action. Which is the shelter of selfless action.
which is the shelter of the selfless action.
They glorify the heavenly planets.
They glorify the
Heavenly planets,
heavenly planets,
which are ideal for sense gratification.
which are ideal for sense gratification.
So I once was in conversation with Srila Prabhupada.
So I was in the conversation with Srila Prabhupada.
Howrah Station. I was once in Howrah Station.
I was once in Howrah station with Srila Prabhupada,
Not a conversation.
not conversation.
And we're also, so there were some very poor people.
So there were some very poor people.
They had collected the half-burnt firewood from the coal engines.
They have collected the firewood,
Half-burnt.
half-burnt firewood from the coal engines.
They used this wood to ignite the coal.
They would use this wood to ignite the coal,
The rail people. The railway people.
the railway people.
And then threw that half-burnt wood away.
And then they would throw the half-burnt wood away.
So these people had gathered that half-burnt wood and tied it up and carried it on their head.
So these people, they would have carried this, they would have tied this half-burnt wood and carried on their head.
And Prabhupada was saying
And Prabhupada was saying
that this wood has no commercial value.
that this wood has no commercial value.
You cannot sell it.
You cannot sell it.
But these people, although they're very poor,
But these people, although they are very poor,
they're not akinchana.
they are not akinchana.
Akinchana, niskinchana means have nothing.
Akinchana, niskinchana means having nothing.
So, but they have something.
But they have something.
Half-burnt firewood.
Half-burnt firewood.
You try to take it from them, they'll fight.
If you take one from them, they'll fight.
For them, it's a valuable thing.
For them, it's a valuable thing.
But they're not nishkinchana.
So they are not nishkinchana.
A devotee accepts all his possessions belong to Krishna.
So the devotee, he accepts all the possessions for Lord Krishna.
So they are actually akinchana, nothing belongs to them, it all belongs to Krishna.
So they are actually akinchana, nothing belongs to them, everything belongs to Krishna.
So Prabhupada was seeing the philosophy acted out before him.
So Prabhupada was seeing this philosophy
Acting before him,
acting before him,
or manifesting before him.
manifesting before him.
ভক্ত ভক্তি ভগবত প্রসঙ্গহীন ত্রিপষ্ঠব ও বর্জনীয় তথাহি ন যত্র বৈকুণ্ঠ কথা সুধপাগা ন সাধবা ভাগবত ভাগবত ততাস দা আশ্রয়া ন যত্র যোগে সব অখা মহৎ সবা সুরেশ লোক ওপি ন বৈশ সেব্যতাম.
This is from the Bhagavatam, 5th chapter, 5th canto, 19th chapter, 24th verse.
So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th chapter, 5th canto, 19th chapter, 24th sloka.
This translation is by Srila Prabhupada.
So this is the translation by Srila Prabhupada. So translation by Srila Prabhupada. An intelligent person does not take interest in a place, even in the topmost planetary system, if the pure Ganges of the topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow there, if there are not devotees engaged in service on the banks of such a river of piety, or if there are no festivals of Sankirtan Yagya to satisfy the Lord, especially since Sankirtan Yagya is recommended in this age.
The glories of human birth in the sacred land of Bharat,
So the glories of human birth in sacred land of Bharat,
where the Lord appeared in various avatars,
where Lord appeared in various avatars,
where there are holy places dedicated to his pastimes,
where the holy places are dedicated to his pastimes,
and which is better than the temporary heavenly places of where remembrance of the Lord is absent.
which is better than the temporary heavenly planets, which is devoid of Lord's remembrance.
Sukadeva Swami spoke to Maharaj Pariksit
So Sukadev Goswami spoke to Maharaj Parikshit
in the 5th canto, 19th chapter, 24th verse.
in 5th canto, 19th chapter, 24th verse. Translation: An intelligent person does not take interest in a place, even in the topmost planetary system, if the pure Ganges of topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow there, if there are not devotees engaged in service on the banks of such a river of piety, or if there are no festivals.
One is that sometimes we get bewildered.
So the point is that sometimes we get bewildered
And we think that we have to have a perfect sense gratification.
and sometimes we think that we have to have appropriate sense gratification, perfect sense gratification,
And we neglect to serve the Lord.
and we neglect to serve the Lord.
So actually, we should limit our sense gratification
But actually, we should limit our sense gratification
and we should focus on understanding Krishna and participating in his devotional service and festivals.
And we should try to understand Krishna and participate in his festivals.
গর্ববশ দুঃখ প্রভু ইহা মোর ভালা যদি তোর স্মৃতি মোর রহে সর্বকাল
My Lord,
My Lord,
suffering the pain of staying in a womb
suffering the pain of staying in the womb
is for me
good.
If I can continually remember your lotus feet
If I can continually remember your lotus feet
at all times,
at all times.
praying to the Lord,
So, praying to the Lord,
although the extremely miserable condition
although it's extremely miserable condition
of being in the womb
of being in the womb
are
intolerable and heart-rendering.
If my constant remembrance of you remains intact,
If my constant remembrance of you remains intact
suffering such extremely miserable conditions,
while suffering such extreme miserable conditions,
then they are most praiseworthy, desirable, eligible, and wish fulfilling.
then they are praiseworthy, desirable, relishable, and wish fulfilling.
In the first canto, 8th chapter, 25th verse, Kunti praised Krishna as follows.
In the first canto, 8th chapter, 25th verse, Queen Kunti prays to Lord Krishna as follows. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again, so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated births and deaths.
Now you have a scale, you put all the miseries on the one side,
So if you have a scale and you put all the miseries on one side,
and you put the remembrance of Krishna and his devotional service on the other side,
and you put remembrance of Krishna and his devotional service on the other side,
Krishna consciousness, the service and remembrance of Krishna is much heavier.
so the service of Krishna and Krishna consciousness is much heavier.
So we should always pray to remember Krishna and to understand his nature.
So we should always pray to Krishna and understand his nature.
To be freed of the suffering,
To be freed of the suffering,
but not achieve Krishna is useless. To be free from suffering, but not attain Krishna
to be free from suffering and not attain Krishna
is useless.
is useless.
If we're suffering, we want to, or enjoying at all circumstances, we want to remember Krishna.
If we are enjoying or suffering in all circumstance, we want to remember Krishna.
তোর পাদপদ্মে স্মরণ নাহি যথা হেন কৃপা কর প্রভু না ফেলিবা তথা
Where your lotus feet are not remembered,
Where your lotus feet are not remembered,
please give that mercy to me, Lord.
please give that mercy to me, O Lord.
Don't put me there.
Don't put me there.
If one is focused on sense gratification,
So, if one is focused on sense gratification,
either positively or negatively,
either positively or negatively,
one desires to enjoy sense gratification unlimitedly,
one desires to enjoy sense gratification unlimitedly
or hates
or hates
And renounce is just focusing on how much I dislike the sense gratification.
And rejects and decide that how much I can reject the sense gratification.
But either situation, I'm not focused on Krishna.
But in either situation, they are not focused on Krishna.
The devotees they're attached or detached from the sense gratification. Rather, they're attached to Krishna.
The devotees, they are not attached or detached from sense gratification, rather, they are attached to Krishna.
Too much renunciation makes the heart hard.
Too much renunciation makes the heart hard.
Too much enjoyment will have you forget Krishna.
And too much of enjoyment will make you forget Krishna.
So the devotee concentrates on remembering Krishna.
So the devotee concentrates on remembering Krishna.
And whatever comes due to one's karma,
And whatever comes due to one's karma,
happiness or distress,
those
are not allowed to distract one from service to the lotus feet of Krishna.
Those are not allowed to distract one from the service of lotus feet of Krishna.
ইমতো দুঃখ প্রভু কোটি কোটি জন্ম পাইল বিস্তর প্রভু সব মোর কর্ম।
My Lord,
I have in this way suffered.
I have in this way suffered
millions and millions of births.
Millions and millions of births. Prabhu,
I have suffered greatly.
I have suffered greatly.
But all this is due, Lord, to my karma.
But all this is due to my karma.
The concept of karma means
the translation for karma means
the results of previous deeds.
The results of previous deeds.
The result of misdeeds.
The result of the misdeeds, sinful activities, misfortune, ill fortune, and bad luck.
সে দুঃখ বিপদ প্রভু রুহ বারে বার যদি তোর স্মৃতি থাকে সর্ববেদ সার।
My Lord,
O my Lord,
may those miseries and dangers
may those miseries and dangers
come again and again.
Come again and again.
As long as your remembrance.
As long as your remembrance
remains intact. Because your remembrance
is
the essence of all the Vedic scriptures.
Because your remembrance is the essence of all the Vedic scriptures.
Remembrance of Krishna.
So, remembrance of Krishna
protects one from material entanglement, suffering.
Protects one from material sufferings.
But even if one falls into some misfortune due to the previous misdeeds karma.
But even if somebody is caught in the previous misdeeds due to karma,
they can always remember Krishna and they'll quickly arise above this.
If they can remember Krishna, they can quickly arise above this.
It will be very auspicious for the conditioned soul.
It will be very auspicious for the conditioned souls. So from the external view,
suffering and tribulation the living entity goes through.
The suffering and miseries the living entities go through
appears to be punishment.
appears to be punishment.
From the internal point of view,
But from the internal point of view,
are evidence of great mercy.
they are evidence of great mercy.
At every step,
At every step,
we are bewildered by our false ego,
we will not be bewildered by our false ego,
by identifying ourselves as the body.
and we won't identify ourselves as body.
And doers of our activities. Doers of our activities.
And do what our activity
Doers.
do various.
Doers. We think we're the doer.
Doers. We think that we are the doers of the activities.
But actually, the illusory energy is doing everything.
But actually, the illusory energy is doing everything.
So, if we can see the negative side of the material world,
So, if we can see the negative side of the material world,
then we can take shelter of Krishna.
then we can take shelter of Krishna.
So His mercy flows like the Prabhu River.
So, His mercy flows like the
Prabhu River, which flows underground.
the river which flows underground.
Prabhu River.
Falgu. Falgu River.
P-H-A-L-G-O.
Falgu River.
I heard of Prabhu Vayagi. That comes from that river. It looks like sand on the top. If you take one foot down, it's filled with water. So, they look announced what the ear presents our That's Prabhu Vayagi.
This is Falgu Vairagya. They show renunciation from outside, but they do sense gratification.
So, in the same way, in the opposite way, the Lord,
So, in the opposite way, the Lord,
like the Prabhu River, He's not visible, but He actually helps the living entity to get out of this material world.
so He is like the Falgu River. He is not visible, but He helps the living entities to get over,
To get out of this material world.
to get out of this material world.
We read a few days ago that someone who chants Hare Krishna, they can go back to the spiritual world instead of having so many faults.
So, if some chants Hare Krishna, he can go to spiritual world even if he has so many faults.
So that we have the minute independence. We can choose to be under the protection of Krishna or to be so-called independent.
So, we have minute independence and we can choose that we can be in the shelter of Krishna or we can be so called independent.
And thus, being godlessness.
And thus,
Be in godlessness,
be in godlessness,
which is the root cause of our being in this material world.
which is the root cause of our being in this material world.
Lord Chaitanya came to deliver all the conditioned souls.
So, Lord Chaitanya came to deliver all the conditioned souls
He is the most merciful avatar of Krishna.
because he is the most merciful avatar of Krishna.
This is the second canto,
So, this is from the second canto,
translation.
Prabhupada's translation.
What is the highest perfection of human life?
What is the highest perfection of human life? The highest perfection of human life, achieved either by complete knowledge of matter and spirit, by practice of mystic powers, or by perfect discharge of occupational duty, is to remember the personality of Godhead at the end of life.
We'll stop here.
So we will stop here.
This is all part of the instruction that Lord Chaitanya is giving to his mother.
These are all the part of instruction which Lord Chaitanya is giving to his mother.
She's getting a real
She is getting a real dose.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.